In today's episode, we're diving deep into a complex and evolving situation that holds the potential to reshape not only the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East, but also the dynamics of international relations and global economic stability. As we examine the ongoing conflict involving the United States, Israel, and Iran, we're witnessing an escalation that, if left unchecked, could have profound consequences for security, prosperity, and everyday life across the globe. This conflict, now entering its second week, has its roots in long-standing tensions between Iran and its regional adversaries, exacerbated by recent developments. The catalyst for this current escalation was a series of preemptive strikes by the United States and Israeli forces, targeting Iranian military assets, including its navy, air force, and communications infrastructure. These actions were justified by claims of an imminent Iranian attack. Yet subsequent admissions by defense officials that concrete evidence was lacking have raised significant questions about the true origins and motivations of this confrontation. The resulting military engagements have not been confined to Iran alone. Iranian missile strikes have targeted oil refineries, prompting retaliatory measures, while Israel continues its operations in Lebanon. This has further complicated an already volatile situation, with Israel vowing to complete its missions following inspections of recent strike sites. As if the regional dynamics weren't already intricate enough, Russia's involvement, aiding Iran in targeting U.S. troops, adds another layer of complexity to the battlefield. Economically, the repercussions of this conflict are being felt worldwide, with a record surge in oil prices sending shockwaves through global supply chains. The attacks on facilities in Bahrain and Qatar have led to significant disruptions, with natural gas operations facing shutdowns that could last at least a month. This has propelled a downward spiral in the stock markets, with the Dow Jones experiencing its largest weekly loss since 2020, deepening concerns of a looming recession as energy costs continue to rise. The humanitarian impact of this conflict cannot be overstated. The United Nations reports a dire situation, particularly in Lebanon, where Israeli attacks have resulted in the deaths of over 120 civilians and wounded hundreds more. The mass displacement of people is creating a humanitarian crisis, with thousands of foreigners, including a significant number of Canadians, trapped amidst the turmoil. Efforts are underway to evacuate these individuals, yet the scale of the crisis is daunting. Domestically, the situation is also exerting pressure on U.S. resources. The Pentagon faces warnings about potential shortages in missile interceptors, should Iran choose to escalate further. In response, President Trump has moved to secure agreements from top defense contractors to significantly boost production. His demand for Iran's unconditional surrender underscores a diplomatic brinkmanship that tests the limits of international negotiation and strategic patience. The broader implications of this conflict extend far beyond the immediate region. Sustained high oil prices are a real threat to inflation and could lead to further job losses, exacerbating the already fragile economic situation in many parts of the world. Supply disruptions risk worsening shortages of food and goods, with the potential for further destabilization in the Middle East. Furthermore, the involvement of global powers, such as Russia and potentially China, heightens the risk of this conflict escalating into a wider international incident. As we navigate these turbulent times, it is crucial to maintain an objective perspective, recognizing the complex interplay of historical grievances, geopolitical strategies, and economic interests. The challenge for global leaders will be to de-escalate tensions and forge paths towards sustainable peace, mindful of the humanitarian and economic tolls that such conflicts invariably exact. In closing, the situation we are witnessing is a poignant reminder of the interconnected nature of our world. The events unfolding in the Middle East have ripple effects that reach far beyond the region, touching lives and economies across the globe. As we continue to monitor this developing story, it is our hope that diplomacy, dialogue, and reason will prevail over division and conflict, steering us away from the brink of a wider catastrophe and toward a more stable and prosperous future for all. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to keeping you informed as this critical story evolves.